Howdy YouTube subscribers. Today we have the Bauer lineup. Not each and every Bauer tool, but quite a few of them. I'm not sponsored, I've not been paid, I've not been given any tools. This is my own review, my own money, and my own commercial use because I have used these day in and day out since the first Bauers come out, and I can give you an honest review on their tools, and I know from personal experience, and this was one of the first ones that I'd ever bought. The Bauer brushed Impact, and I bought it in 2017, or at least that's I think when I bought it. It was when they first come out. I bought it at the Somerset store, and I was talking to one of the employees there the other day, and it's 2017, and you can tell it's making no noise. We use this day in, day out. It's 2025, so it's got 8 years on it, and I'm talking every day in a business, every day of the week. We use it to take side-by-sides apart, pieces and parts, impacting just different stuff, but mainly is what we use it for is tapping solid bar with a 5/16 tap, and tap it in and out, making threads all the time. And this has been a wonderful tool to just now start laying down. I'm surprised it didn't quit years ago for the abuse that it's taken. It's been dropped, probably been thrown a few times. It's been an excellent tool, and I really like it. And it being from 2017 till now, it's been a good product. Now I did buy the brushless version also. The brushless version is a lot stouter, plus it's got the 3 modes on it. You can change its impact settings, but one is not stout enough to tap solid bar, and 2 is, but it's right at the point it has too much speed, so it don't tap that great, and 3 is just way too stout, it'll break the taps. But this one here will tap good and smooth, don't have any issues, and it's consistent. So where this one laid down is what made me think about this video. Is I went to buy another brushed one. Yes, brush, even though I have the brushless version, and I like the brushless version better for what we're doing. This works better. So I ended up buying a new one. You can't just buy the tool anymore, it comes in a kit. 1.5 amp hour battery ain't enough for it. You need a minimum of 3 or better in my eyes. We mainly use 5 amp hours on everything. But I had to buy another one because I'm going to be using it day in, day out. But for 8 years, every day, that has been a wonderful tool. Oh, Bauer's just for the DIY guy, the home guy. I use it competitively in a business. When I started building the business, I didn't have money to put into it to buy the best of tools. I had used DeWalt's, I'd had this and that. I had some DeWalt saws and stuff like that, but I needed something that would get my job done and not break the bank because I still had to eat. Bauer done that for me. Bauer helped me, and I'm thankful for the Bauer lineup. This here, I also bought when it first came out, which was in 2017, and it's their brushed Impact. It might have been 2018 when this came out. It's 2017 or 2018. But we use it daily. I have kind of retired it into my own personal tool bin, but it was competitively used in commercial use, day in, day out of the business. We'd use it to take wheels and tires off, bolts, heavier bolts. No issues out of it whatsoever. Still goes good. But I did go to the better brushless series, and I like the brush. This one's a hoss, especially with a 12 amp hour battery. This thing puts out the power. It's a bolt breaker, and it'll also break your wrist too if you don't have a good hold on it. I recommend 8 amp hour batteries or better. They work good with 5, but you can, once you get into that 21-800 series battery, I think is what it is that sells, it makes a difference in these bigger tools. It just gives them more power. The voltage drop is less in the bigger batteries than it is with the smaller cells, the 1800 cells. So I recommend using a bigger battery now. When Bauer come out with this, I was tickled to death. But the brush version is not stout enough to run anything more than a cutoff disc. They run a cutoff disc well. If you press on, kills them, has to restart. Has been a good unit. We've used it daily. We still use it daily in the shop. But this version here of brushless is so much better. And for like $5 more, I don't know why anybody would buy this now and over this. Buy the brushless. It's stout. It'll run a flat disc as good as electric grinder. It'll run a rock. It'll run a cutoff disc. We use this daily since it's come out. Every single day. This works to make my living grinding metal. Love this thing. So much so that I went ahead and bought another one. And I ain't unboxed it yet just because I'm gonna try to get to where I don't have any corded tools whatsoever. I want to have all cordless is what I'd like to have. Now, the issues that I've had out of Bauer since 2017. I bought a drill, a brushed drill, like this one, from Harbor Freight. Didn't have it a week, and the trigger, when you mash it, sometimes it works, sometimes it wouldn't. Took it back, Harbor Freight, no questions asked, give me a new one. This was the new one. Been using it for years now. No issue, still works good. They did trade it out, so I had one drill. And then this 3 ampere battery. I bought this 3 ampere battery in 2017. I think when I brought that Impact, you can tell even the casing is different back then than the new batteries. And you can tell even the 3 ampere is bigger than the 5 amp, but the 5 amp weighs more, so it's got more cells in it. This has Samsung cells in it. These have Samsung cells in it. Because I took them apart, I got a little battery knowledge, and they put good cells in these batteries. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Hercules batteries and the Bauers, honestly, probably the same parts, same production, just different casing. This 3 ampere battery was the only thing that I've had to fail. And it still actually works. You can see it's showing almost a full charge right now. I did take it apart, and I think it got hot once. I got it hot, and it melted one of the terminal, and I redone it, but now I think one of the cells just went back. So that's the only thing, and it's still actually, I think, working. We'll try it right now and see if it works. Look at that, still working, but it really don't work. It's really not, it don't have a lot of oomph behind it. So I consider that not up to par, but it's 8 years old. It's also been cold. You can't leave these things out in cold weather, freezing, it destroys them. I try to keep my batteries warm in the wintertime. So I probably got 20 something batteries total, not just what's here on this table, but still in the shop. We rotate them out, we charge them, and they get used day in, day out. The only one that I've had go bad. Bauer has excellent, excellent, excellent batteries. So much that I've even built some small power stations with them, and I might do a video on that later using Bauer batteries, which you all would probably like. I bought Ego stuff. I like Ego power tools for outside working around the house. I do not like Ego batteries. They're too inconsistent. Within a year or two, they start having trouble in the BMS of them. They're inconsistent. You have to drop them. You have to beat on them or something. They'll throw an error code. They self-drain. Don't get me wrong. I understand their battery management system, and I'll get in on that on another video. They're great power tools. I wish they had more of a Bauer lineup type battery, and they could do it in 56 volt too. Another thing that I had that tore up on Bauer, which is not a Bauer fault, it's our fault because we commercially use it cutting heavy steel every day, is a saw. I broke one of the saws. The saw lasted about 2 years. Now I'm talking 40 hours a week, sometimes 50 hours a week, day in, day out. Them saws is running, cutting parts. I went to a Hercules because I thought, well, it might be better. Hercules lasted about the same amount of time. Now the Hercules does have a little more power and cuts a little better and faster. I like the Hercules for that, but wear time is what goes out of them for what we do is the bearings and the brushes. Ain't no sense in replacing the brushes if the bearings goes out. I mean, these saws would probably still work if we put new bearings in them too, but they get dirt, grit, and stuff in there, and it destroys them. So I don't, and I've had the Walt saws, chop saws, same time. They all go about the same time. It don't matter what it is. But the Bauer is so much better priced. I even have a new one that we keep in a portable weld trailer when we go do portable welding jobs. But now I want to go over some of these tools with you that I've had purchased and talk a little bit about them. All right, you can see this lineup now. We got the new ones here. We got the Bauer case. Them pack out kits is wonderful. That's a new one there, but I've got some that's used. Got a lot of tools in them. I love them. The pole saw has been handy. We've cut a lot of brush and stuff out of our roadways with them. It's handy. It's got a good reach for the homeowner and just the average lawn care guy. I think that would be a great pole saw. One of my favorite tools that Bauer's produced that has discontinued is that right there. That air compressor is an awesome tool. I use it. You'd be surprised how much I use it carrying around to go air up lawnmower tires, truck tires, trailer tires, whatever on the property. Don't have any issue out of it. Even for iron nozzle, like blowing something off that you can't, it's not around the shop. It's handy. I've used it a lot. I think it's all at a handle it might handle an 8 ampere battery. Yep, had to handle 2 8-amp batteries, and it's been a good air compressor. But I don't know why Harbor Freight quit producing it, because I love that thing. Harbor Freight, if you're listening, you need to put that back on the market. This right here is a tool that we use day in, day out, all the time. Love it. It's a good tool. As you can tell, look at that battery, how bad it's been abused. Got the shears right here. 18 gauge is about its max for a cordless. I like a corded better because I always shear a lot of 16 gauge, but I mean, it's handy shear for little light stuff. The saw here, this is a brush saw. I've had it for many years. As you can tell, it's been used a lot. Right there's the little staple gun. You can tell it's been used a lot. No issues with either one of them. Great tools. They're 20-volt saw for carpentry. It's been a great saw. We used it a lot. It's cut quite a bit of done framing. A lot of plywood. It's been a great saw. This is one of my favorite tools in the business that gets used a lot. And this is their metal cutting brushless saw. This thing is stout. I've used it to cut 3/16 thick sheet 4x8s, and I'm talking straight line cuts and not stop. 8-ampere battery or better, it works wonderful. And the little radios, been abused, dirty, look at it. Antennas flopping, still works. I use this for camping, iron air mattress up stuff, deflating, works wonderful. Corded grinders, you can see we date them and stuff. These has been used a long time. I don't know how long we've used them. I did have one of those, I think, tear up also and replaced over time, but those is excellent grinders, 2 different sizes or 2 different amps. But use them daily, no issues, every day. There's our charger that we rotate out. You can tell how dirty it is from in the shop every day. It's got batteries go in and out of it. We got a little hanging shelf that we got all of our batteries on. We rotate them out and try to charge them, keep them in good shape. 5-ampere, 8-ampere, 12-ampere. I love them big things right there, but I tell you, they're good for your heavier power tools. They work really good in the big impacts. They work good in the metal saw, and work good in like the pole saw and the blower and the chainsaw, stuff like that. It works really well with. Light, fan, all works great. This will run on 110 or 20 volt. One of my favorite tools here also is this grease gun. Use it a lot with the tractor. It's a good grease gun. One of my more favorite purchases. Makes my job a lot faster. This tool here, little, I guess you call it a brush or shrub cutter or whatever. I've used it just a little bit. I ain't got a whole lot of experience on it, but I ain't had no issues out of it. The blower here, absolutely wonderful. My wife uses it mainly because she had a little Black & Decker one and it wasn't stout enough, nice and stout, so she mainly claims it all the time. It stays in her little garage, but we use it in the shop sometimes too. Great blower. The saw here, I've actually used this saw a lot for a little saw, little small trees, little brushes. It's absolutely wonderful. You don't have to start, shut off, start, shut off. You can just pick it up one hand, hit a lot of stuff with it. I do wish that Harbor Freight would sell replacement chains because you can't get a 10-inch chain for it. I got a friend who's used this one in like a camp wood business, making camp wood because it's handy for that. And he has a way of taking links out of a longer chain and making one for it, I think. I'll have to check with him on that. But that has been a good saw. Also, my handy little tool is these little power inverters. When I go somewhere, if my phone ain't been charged or something, I'll take and throw a 5 ampere on it. Charges my phone, keeps me going, and I've used it quite a bit, even for other things. It's handy for us to run a CPAP machine too. I have a CPAP, and I let it run it all night on an 8 ampere battery one time just to see if it worked. It held it fine. But all in all, this has been my experience with Bauer for a long time, and I'll continue to buy Bauer as long as their quality and stuff stays up, stays good. And I feel like it has. I feel like their quality's actually got better, and they sell a good product. And if you're trying to just make a living and get by with tools, and you can't buy the big name brand prices, this will get you through. I feel like it. Everybody says, well, in Harbor Freight, use Hercules. Hercules is great. I got friends that got Hercules, but I'm using it every day to make a living. It ain't just used once a month or once on the weekend. I use my stuff on them main tools right there, them impacts and stuff, every day, in them grinders. So I know if they can handle us, they're a good quality part. I'd like for y'all to give us a like and subscribe. Follow me for more content. We'll go over some more tools, might build something together, might weld something, build a shed. I don't know what we'll get into, but give me a like and a follow and a comment and subscribe. And you all have a very blessed day. Thank you.